Hey, yo. Oh, I'm kind of dark. Hang on. Actually, you know what? My screen's going to be little anyway for most of this when I switch it to letterbox. So who cares? I'll leave it like this. Kind of cozy, a little dark. Welcome. Sorry for the slightly late delay. My brother and sister-in-law dropped by. Literally just left. I'm like, I got a live. Welcome. Oh, okay. Hi, guys. Brandon, hello. Des, hello. Civic, hello. Welcome, welcome. I didn't even tell them I had a live, but they had great timing and they were like, we're going to pop out. And I was like, perfect. Welcome. Welcome to another wrap up stream. I thought I was not going to have that many movies to talk about. And then I hurt my knee at work and I took like 2 sick days. So I had like 4 days off in a row. And I watched a lot of movies. So mostly rewatches, but there's more to talk about. So I was like, hey, blessing in disguise. So welcome. We're going to talk about all the things we watched this month. Like I did last time at the end. If I have like a volunteer or two, I will rate, judge, roast your letterboxd profiles. Kind of like the dim lighting. It's got a spoopy vibe. It's like genuinely either too bright or not bright enough. So we'll go with like the low lighting. It's fine. She's too busy for. I was even like 2 minutes late for this though. Genuinely, it was so actually so funny though. Like all day, I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I thought it was like a work related something. So I was like asking everybody, I'm like, is there something I'm missing? And everyone's like, no, I don't think so. And then the thing is, I got home on time too. That's the funny thing. But by the time I saw your message, I'd like just sat down and I had like my Impossible nuggies. And I was like, oh, fuck. Hi, Heather. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. To start, what was everybody's like most and least favorite thing you watched this month so far? I know technically July is not over yet. No coughing today. It's a I'm telling you. When I say it was just for that stream, it was just for that stream. I wasn't like all day before yesterday. And then as soon as we stopped the live and then we did the post show thing, I did not cough once. Eerie. I was being silenced. It was a sign and I was not listening to it. I'm watching some shitty shark movies for Shark Week. Shitty shark movies for Shark Week. Try saying that 5 times fast. Fun. I haven't watched it. Oh, that's a lie. I did watch Jaws. And it actually wasn't really intentional for Shark Week. I was just putting something on in the background. But you know how that goes. You put something on in the background and then you end up watching it, which is exactly what happened. But the nuggies were delish. They were animal shaped. Which I think is really funny for vegan nuggets, but I wanted a little whimsy. Most favorite rewatch of Wicked, least favorite Mountain Shark. Mountain Shark. Well, that just begs to be searched. Oh, that poster is delicious. Well, you gave it 1 star. I love it. This is The Hills Are Alive with the sound of screaming. Oh my god. A group of hunters sent out into the mountains on a mission soon learn the deadly truth that waits for them. So is there any water in the mountain? Or the sharks are just in the mountain? I'm confused. How did the sharks get into the mountain? I love that. Hi, Brie. Favorite thing was K-pop Demon Hunters. Yee! Least fave was a rewatch of a 72 TV movie, Gargoyles. Okay. Never heard of that one. But K-pop Demon Hunters! Woo! My little soda pop. And that's all I'm going to sing, so I don't get copyright. Fave this month so far was Ugly Stepsister. Okay. I never know, like, when I see some of those, I can never tell if it's like one of those things where it's like the Winnie the Pooh thing where they make it horror, and I'm like, is this just like some quick, like, crappy horror movie that somebody threw together, or is this like legit? But I've heard good things, so you know what, we're gonna add it to the watch list. Favorites: Sorority House Massacre 2 and 3, Most Surprised Zombies. Or Zombies 4. Okay. Least favorite: Hell House LLC. You didn't like Hell House LLC? The first one? That clown is super scary. Favorite for July was Superman. Woohoo! We will talk about Superman. Least favorite was Screamboat. Obviously, I didn't do a review for Superman because it's not a horror movie, so I didn't make a video. But I know it was like, this was the movie everyone was talking about this month. It's not cheesy. It's really good. Yeah, the ratings are really high for a horror movie. 3.7. That's good. That's really good. It is on my watch list. I didn't know. And I still don't really know, which is good. And I'm like actually avoiding like reading the summary, not for any particular reason, but I figure if I've made it this far without like really knowing anything about it, I might as well just go in completely like unawares, you know. Pretty high tolerance bullshit. It was bad and not in a fun way. Oh no. All right. No water. It was genetically modified shark that was used as a weapon for war. Oh. The ridiculous shark movies are so funny. Love Superman, but my fave thing was the anti-Wilkers meltdown. Girl, you're telling me. You're telling me. Oh, okay. For Hell House, love the clown. Didn't care much for. Okay. Need to rewatch Hell House. Yeah, I watched all of them the last time we got the new one, which was the new one? It was like Carmichael something, or Carmichael Mansion or Manor or something like that. And I like rewatched them all. I don't know that all of the sequels are necessarily as good, but I really like the first one. Is that the one I was thinking of? The Manor one, like Carmichael Manor or something? I don't know why I'm like making you guys do all the work. I'm on Letterboxd. I can look it up. Okay, yeah. Hell House LLC Origins, the Carmichael Manor. What a mouthful of a title. But we are getting a new one. Also, another new one, which is supposed to be a theater release. I don't know about that or if it's going to be like limited theater release, but that would be interesting. Doesn't necessarily mean you like missed something just because everyone else liked it. You could just not like it. Found footage is very hit or miss for me, so like to me it's like I truly like I love it or I hate it. And there's very, very few in between. Very few. Very, very few. Okay, let me go to the diary. And still not that much to go over, but excuse me. I didn't even say anything about you. Okay. So I started the month. With best wishes to all, which was okay. I don't know if any of you guys saw this one. It's like this girl goes to visit her grandparents. It's a J horror in the countryside. And she discovers like a dark secret that I don't know that I want to reveal it. Actually, I don't actually even know if the summary says, and I'm not gonna click it over to the page just in case. Actually, I could look it up on my phone just to see if it's spoilery. I don't know. I didn't watch the trailer either, so I don't know how much it gives away, but just in case. Just in case. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Not even sure spoiling that would really explain if that's true. It would be really hard to explain. Like if I just said it very simply, I think everyone would be like, "Huh? Huh?" Yeah, there's like something going on that is like directly linked to like everybody's happiness in the world. It's very cynical, honestly. It's a very like cynical movie. But it's pretty good. I personally feel like I think it could have been a little bit shorter. Like there were parts I feel like kind of dragged, but other than that, I thought it was a cool concept. Is the twist that they're all robots? How did you know? I didn't say anything this time. Like my J horror dark and fucked up. And this was definitely dark and fucked up. Although I don't it's I'd say it probably wasn't like the most fucked up J horror I've ever seen. Are we talking about Blair Witch? Oh, okay, I see. I saw a couple like Blair Witch 17 when the Blair Witch Project came out. It was crazy and wild and made me a found footage girly. The first time I watched that movie, I was way too young to have watched it, and it scared me so bad. Like I didn't revisit it for a really long time. And I love that for me. But I watched it when I was way too young. Way too young. I was not as brave. Not as brave. And then I guess maybe in response to watching this, which was good, but like I said, really cynical. Doesn't exactly give you like the warm fuzzies about humanity, this movie. I watched Tu Hong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. Which I had never seen before. I'd never seen before. It was one of those though that I've seen like so many clips, like so many clips. It like kind of felt like I had seen the entire movie. And then like I feel like my algorithm just kept feeding it to me, so I was like, okay, I get it. I'm receiving a sign. So and it was excellent. I loved it. Oh my god, for the first time. I know. For the first time. But I have seen Priscilla, right? Right? No? Uh-oh. Let me go add it to my watch list now. Let me get the spelling right. Priscilla is one of those names that... Oh, the Priscilla Presley movie? No, I haven't seen it. Oh, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That makes more sense. Oh, no. I'm scared. This one? The Adventures of Priscilla Queen? Why have I never heard that title said that way? Is that the right movie? Has it always been The Adventures of Priscilla Queen of the Desert? Every time I hear somebody mention that movie, they say it just like that. Oh, okay. Weird. Sorry. There's just one of those where I'm like, I deeply apologize. I have the day off on Tuesday and I will watch it on Tuesday. I'm so sorry. And it's on Tubi. Hey. Hell yeah. Perfect. There we go. People short. Okay. Yeah. It was just I was like, oh, I never knew it was The Adventures of. Okay. I will rectify this as soon as humanly possible. It was one of those strange things where two films about drag queens in the desert came out one right after the other. Okay. And you know what? Good for them. Somebody's got to make the desert interesting. Cunty Guy Pearce is everything. Gay passport suspect. Come on, Jez. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have much to learn. Okay. Not really that notable of a movie. I like it for nostalgia, but I rewatched A Perfect Getaway. This was kind of like in the background. I was rewatching it, but so see, that's where the coughing was coming from. Now I get it. It was premature because Mother Nature knew that was going to be brought up, and I hadn't seen Priscilla, Queen of the Desert yet. So there we go. Yeah, I talked about A Perfect Getaway in a video, and then because I was talking about it, I was like, man, I haven't rewatched that in a while. And for whatever reason, my brother and I, like, this was like one of our hyper fixation movies when we were kids. Don't know why. Don't know why. We picked weird stuff, but yeah, fucking stacked cast, honestly. The video was the first time I heard of this. It's a very like run of the mill thriller, I feel like, but I have fun with it. I have fun with it. Oh well, you tried what? Did I miss something? Sorry, sometimes I get going on one thing and if I miss it, I'm sorry. Oh, was it this? Please add Assault of the Killer Bimbos. Okay, but like what kind of movie is this? Okay, it's got a 3.1. All right. Okay. Two go-go dancers, Lulu and Peaches, are framed for the murder of their employer by the real killer, sleazy gangster Vinny, picking up waitress Darlene along the way. The three are involved in a wild car chases with cops as they head south to cross the border into Mexico, where they unexpectedly encounter Vinny in a Fleabag Mexican motel. Fleabag Mexican motel. All right, all right. The ratings were not as bad for what I thought it was going to be, given the title. Okay, and then after that, although I was like a week late to watching this because I was trying to avoid a lot of the crowds, but I saw Superman. Let's talk about it. Great movie. I have always pretty much exclusively like, sorry, I'll move that from the screen. Almost exclusively like zero expectations anymore, I think, for superhero movies. Anymore. And I feel like it's kind of Marvel's fault. I feel like Marvel is kind of ruining superhero movies at the moment with their mini phases and their thousands of TV shows and like everything's got to be interconnected, and honestly it's a little bit much. So I feel like sometimes I kind of just appreciate DC, where it's like I don't necessarily need to watch 7 different movies before I go watch something else. So I'm glad that I could just not only could I just go watch this, it wasn't an origin story, which I also really appreciated. Like it just like jumped right into it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. I'm here. Like I don't like most people know like the bare bones of Superman. Yeah, Marvel is a problem. Honestly, Marvel is becoming a very huge problem, I feel like. I have not seen any Superman movies of any kind. Is this the best one? Or I have not seen all of them, so I'm not the one to say. I think like the last time I like kind of watched any Superman anything extensively was like when Smallville was airing. I used to watch that. Um, but I would highly recommend this one. You don't need to know anything going in for this one, Heather. And Crypto is the best freaking boy. Crypto. Okay. I'm gonna try and say this without crying. So but when I saw like I didn't like watch like the trailers really for anything for this. But I saw like images with like the dog, Crypto. And I was like, oh, I assumed the dog would just be in it for like 1 or 2 scenes as kind of like, aha, look, cute, haha, funny. I did not realize that this was low key a dog movie. Like Crypto seriously helps out Superman. Not once, not twice, not even like thrice, like 4 or 5 times. Like Crypto is a true blue character in this movie. And I was like, I know it's about Superman, but also this movie is low key about how dogs make your life better. And then in this scene that I chose to make my little banner, I almost started sobbing in the movie because like this scene happens, and my first thought was like, I miss my dog. And I like the tears really started to well up, and my coworker who I went with kind of like looked at me and was like, don't fucking don't. Like and I was like, God damn this fucking movie for like I'm supposed to watch a superhero movie and not sit here and be like, I miss my fucking dog. I was like, God damn. Like, out of all the times I like was gonna cry in this movie, it was because of fucking Crypto. I was like, I want Daisy. It was so good. It was a really, really good movie, I have to say. Yeah. All the hearts for Daisy. It was such a good movie, though, honestly. Yeah. It was really good. And not just because of Crypto. I also loved Hawk Girl. Didn't know about her before. Love her. The first time we kind of like see her and she kind of like she's like swooping in and she's doing her screech. Again, like my coworker and I like looked at each other at the same time and we're like, I love her. Loved her so much. Loved her. And then she drops fucking Netanyahu. That's not what that character's name was, but we all know who it was. I was like, oh, this is a 5-star movie now. Got it. Got it. I don't know the lore for Hot Girl. I don't know if there's any like there's always like 7 billion different through lines for these comic book characters, so I don't know if there's any plot lines where she's gay, but I feel like she's got to be at some point, please. Hot Girl and Eve. I'm struggling. It was Eve in this movie. Sorry, there's too many like characters also. I'm not going to remember all of them. I don't know who Eve is, but Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific was also awesome. Loved him. Oh, Lex's girlfriend. Okay, yes. Sorry, she was a fucking whirlwind. There was no way I was gonna catch that name or remember that name. Loved her though. I love that her selfies were like the fucking takedown of it all. I knew that was gonna happen too. I fucking knew that was gonna happen. When she sends them all to the one guy. The one guy that all the ladies are obsessed with for some reason. Jimmy, yes. I was like, oh, it's gonna be in the selfies. There's gonna be shit in the background of the selfies. She's definitely queer in some universe. Every character is. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like they've done it all with all of these superheroes. The only thing I didn't like about this one was Jimmy's shitty attitude towards Eve. Yeah, that character for Jimmy, I just like chalked that one up to like I didn't really know that character's lore, so I wasn't like fully on board with like well, I was like I don't really know what's going on with him. Luckily he's not like the focus. So I kind of just left it where I was like, I'm just gonna chalk it up to I guess I don't understand that character, but because you are truly kind of like jumping into like it's like a week in the life of Superman kind of. How does one get a crown? Oh, sorry, I'm not on the YouTube thing. Yeah, this is like a new thing also. I feel like YouTube's trying to be a little like Twitch like. So I don't know. And I know that's not a good answer and I apologize, but oh, that's right. And we're getting Supergirl next year, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Excited about that also. It's channel points essentially. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Nobody knows how YouTube works. Yeah, even YouTube. Even YouTube. Indeed. Indeed. Well, Superman. Bravo. Bravo. Probably my favorite movie I watched. At least a new movie I watched this month. For sure. For sure. Great movie. Great movie. I was so surprised. I thought I was going to come out of there rating it like a 3 FS because I'm like, I'm not really into superhero movies, but Crypto is Supergirl's dog, so should be more crypto action. Hell yeah. Second favorite of the year for me now after Sinners. I cannot do all of the movies together. I have to at least have my horror separated, so I don't even know how I would compare. But Superman was great, far better than I was expecting it to be. And then I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I thought was okay. I thought it was okay for now. I want to watch it again. I do want to watch it again, but yeah. Going in, I was kind of like, okay. Okay. I gotta say, Lois and Clark chemistry was great. Would you say begrudgingly? Like, unfortunately, they were cute. They were kind of cute. I gotta give them that. I have nothing to say. I don't know. Sometimes it's just the vibe. I'm not trying to like make excuses for myself or anything, but sometimes it's just the vibe. You know, it's not like I was necessarily in a bad mood when I went to go see this, but maybe it just wasn't like the right mood. You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. I'm very emotional. Everything's attached to my mood. So it could have just been like, you know, not the, I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't hate it though. Or you might, no. Or you might have just loved it. That's fine too. No movie of I Know What You Did Last Summer is worse than the book to me. The story is bonkers in the book, and I'm glad they changed the plot. I say I like paused it, but I think at this point now it's a DNF. I did try to read it forever ago. And I know it's a little bit of an older book. But I just like couldn't get through it. I don't even think I really even made it to like really any action in the book. Or I was kind of just like bored and I like did not like the characters like inner monologues and stuff where I was like, okay. And I put it away and I never picked it up again. And I said to myself, I'll pick it back up again later, and it became a DNF. It became a DNF. It's not very long though. Like it's quite a short book. It's so bad. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better. So I'm like, okay, I don't feel any obligation to pick this back up again. Yeah. That makes me want to read it. If you do, report back to us. Report back to us. Okay, then the sharpest of left turns. This was for documentary club on the Patreon. We watched Casting John Monet, which was just another thing. Like I didn't really like know anything about the John Monet stuff, so Bree was helping fill in information. You unhauled the book. Yeah. This was an interesting this was an interesting one to watch, not really knowing all the like details of the case. More generous. I feel like I feel like I rated it because I was like trying to be like I think I see what they were trying to do with it, but I think I was being generous. I think you're right. I think it was being a bit generous. I do that sometimes. I rate very high, I feel like. I feel like I've always done that. I want to love everything. I just need everybody to know that. Anybody watching this back also, before you write like a mean comment about my review or something, I want to love everything. Like kind of truly I do. With the only exceptions being like truly awful films made by like bad people. It's a documentary though, it's different. John Bonet was on our TV all the time in the 90s. Yeah, I was probably a little too young in that. Oh, sorry. I was born in 92, so I might have been a little bit too young to be like watching this stuff on TV. I'm sure my mom would have like turned it off when I came into the room or something. Cancers rate at least 1 star above the curve. That's honestly, that's probably true. That's probably true. Okay. I'll pop over these ones really quickly because I don't want to start the coughing too much. Frailty. Heretic. Okay. Are we good? So your Napoleon Dynamite review, Vicky, need to be 1 star higher. I give it 4 stars. That's a nostalgic favorite. There's like 1 or 2 things in there that have not aged the best. But I do love that movie. Yes, I'm not going to read that out loud just in case, but yes. Okay, then I rewatched Sinners. I finally broke into my physical copy. Woo! So I rewatched it, and then it was just an excuse to like watch the special features also. So I rewatched it and then watched all the special features because yeah, that's what I was looking forward to. I would love a commentary though. So I'm kind of a little disappointed that there's no commentary because I do love me a director commentary, but it's okay. I'll forgive it because it's Sinners. I look like Kip in high school, so Napoleon Dynamite is extra funny to me. Okay, and then this was one I put it on in the background because it was kind of like storming out, so I was like, I'm kind of in the mood for like a stormy kind of movie. So I think I just like browsed on Shudder or something, and I just came across this one, and I was like, oh, I'll rewatch this one. It's not the best, but I think Michael B. Jordan should record 2 commentaries, so they should lay them over each other. Michael B. Jordan and Michael A. Jordan. Yeah. I love Crawl. It's fun. There's going to be a Crawl 2. Yeah. This when I was watching it though this time I was like for some reason this movie like I know it's like maybe it's because it's got like a few stereotypical Florida things in it. It doesn't feel like Florida at all, weirdly. I don't know where they filmed it. I guess I could look it up. It's gonna be funny if it was actually filmed in Florida, but whatever. The way the movie is, like the feel of it, just does not feel like Florida to me. Like they were trying too hard or something. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Because I want to know. Sorry. Filming locations. Oh, well, that's why. Serbia. They filmed this in Serbia? Okay. I stand justified. Did not feel like Florida. Crazy. Yeah, what is even Crawl 2? Is it the same director? They built the entire street to flood it. Huh. Florida equals hurricanes and gators sunbathing. Gators don't always sunbathe. They're cold-blooded. They hang out in the water a lot. Kind of like just under the water, and then you won't see them until it's too late. But is it the same director doing Crawl 2? I should have brought a tissue again in here. Oh shit. Chaos is unleashed when animals from New York Central Park Zoo escape during a violent storm. Posing a new and unpredictable danger to survivors. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. My nose is running. Hold on, sorry. I didn't even talk about the movies. God. Maybe the chair is cursed. I don't know. Sorry, all of a sudden I was like, not that you guys could see it, thank God, but okay. Talking about more gators. That's just a remake of Alligator, 1980. Yeah, I don't know about this one, honestly. Can't say that I'll be seeing that one. Okay, then is what's gonna follow this is like the wildest. Maybe not that wild. Well, you'll see. Then I put on Little Miss Sunshine as like background, and then I just ended up watching it because I haven't rewatched it in a really long time. Great movie, honestly. Great movie. Love Little Miss Sunshine. Yeah. I don't know why I always think I can put on movies in the background to do anything. Literally anything. It never works. I think I'm kind of just like looking for an excuse. Maybe. But yeah. Little Miss Sunshine. And then I feel like these have similar vibes somehow in a weird way. I watched Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah. Yeah. I do love Napoleon Dynamite, honestly. There's like so many moments in this movie that's just like, and they make me laugh so hard, like I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Put on a boring movie for background noise. I think my thought process, at least with like Little Miss Sunshine, putting it on the background, is that it's like kind of a quieter movie. Like it's not, it's not like a huge action movie or a horror movie where people are like screaming and chainsaws and stuff like that. But then I was like, well, I haven't actually sat and watched it in a while. So then it made me want to watch it. Okay. But so good. So good. And then we're gonna take another turn. Because it was 100 days till Halloween, not today. But the other day when I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, it just seemed appropriate to like end out the day with Nightmare Before Christmas. I have to watch this like yearly, like around this time of year to awaken the spirit. Like we're spooky all year long. But something about the opening chords of This Is Halloween, when this movie starts, I'm like a sleeper agent. I'm like it awakens me. It awakens me. And then as we mentioned earlier when we were talking about Heather's shark movie that she saw, I did put on Jaws. Again, with the intention of it being on in the background. Did it stay on in the background? No, because I just ended up watching it. Are people starting a countdown to Christmas? Well, nobody here is. If you're on this channel, you're not starting to count down to Christmas. Or if you're doing that, you're doing that on your own. You're doing that on your own. Hoping to see Jaws in that 3D 4DX format next month. Okay, I don't know what 3D 4DX is, but sounds fancy. You watched Jaws 3 times this month? Halfway to Halloween does roll off the tongue better, honestly. Definitely going to an anniversary screening. Never seen it in the theater. Yeah, me neither. That would be fun to do. Yeah. Great movie, honestly. Great movie. I think this is the last thing I watched this month. It is. I rewatched Twisters. Again, it was like rainy and stormy, and I'm like, ooh, rainy, stormy. And then the thought process now, because we have this movie, is like, oh, I want to watch Twister. But then I was like, let me watch this one first because Twister is better. And so it'll make Twister feel even more better if I watch this one first. And also, I unironically love that fucking Oklahoma song now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up making myself kind of like this movie. Yeah, never gonna watch Twisters. I would sing, but it's gonna send me into a coughing fit. I keep muting myself, but it's the chair or something. I don't know. That's what's cursed. Yeah, so I'm not gonna sing it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I like Exorcist too, like Vicky likes Twisters. It's nowhere near as good as Twister, but I could stand watching it before watching Twister, if only to make Twister even better. Because it's just so good. So good. Oh, yeah, we don't I don't think there's a theater that really does the 4DX that's near me. I think I would have to drive a little bit to do it. Whew. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe through the coughing. I might have to skip the letterbox ratings this stream, I think. But I'm out of water. But yeah, that's everything I watched. That is everything I watched in July. We can thank me hurting my knee for me having a bit more to watch here. Otherwise, it would have ended around Heretic. Just adding a plural makes it more intense. Aliens, Tremors. But yeah, not all. I mean, all kind of all over the place of a month, but pretty high ratings for me. Two white people stand-ins for the original cast telling the same story. Why? Hey, it's not the same exact story, but no, you're right. It is kind of a different story, I guess. Not different enough. But, you know, whatever. Glenn Powell, I guess. My movie watching really slowed down this month. I've been prioritizing TV probably because of Serialized. I'm so sorry. I feel like I created a monster. I may actually end the stream because I've been muting it to cough, but I'm also out of water, so I think my sinuses are gonna boot me off. And I took the medicine before the stream this time instead of in the middle of it like yesterday. It is really hard to compete with Bill Paxton, honestly. Damn you, frailty. I don't know whatever. I don't know what it is. Maybe the air in this room is just really dry. I don't fucking know. I'm pissing somebody off upstairs. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I feel fine. I appreciate that. Thank you. I do feel fine. Yeah. It's really just fucking sinuses. God damn. Bill Paxton is so great. He can curse Vicky with the films he makes. But I love Twister. Maybe if I just keep talking about Twister, I won't cough. Okay. Well, I'll rate more letterboxes next time for August to make up for it, because my sinuses won't be fighting against me. This is the worst. I just need my nose to be clear, and that will solve all of my problems. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for putting up with all of that. I appreciate that. And nothing to make up for. But I like reading your guys' letterboxes. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I get it. Whatever, I get it. Whoever it is up there, I'm so sorry. All right. I'll see you guys all over the place, but this time, oh my god, my nose. I'm sorry, I sound so stuffed up. This time next week is Creepy Book Club. So I'll see some of y'all there for Creepy Book Club. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.